Hey Stampers, it's the Pampered Stamper, and I might be a minute or two late here because I accidentally hit some button that was causing there to be all kinds of emojis and, well, whatever, effects. And so it was actually kind of funny, and maybe someday I will do it because we could all use a laugh. For a minute there, I had a mustache and then I had a beard, and it was kind of funny. But knowing me, it probably won't work when I want it to work, and it only does it when I don't want it to do it. So that's the way life is sometimes. So today, I am going to show you this 3 Cheers for You card kit, because I'm showing you card kits because they're easy and they're wonderful at this time. And I'll tell you why I love card kits so much. The way I look at card kits is that the card kit itself is the gravy. That's the instant gratification that I get. But the best part of it is that in the end, I get to keep the stamp set. Right? So this stamp set says, thank you, my heart can't stop smiling. I absolutely love that. That is exactly the way I feel today, that my heart can't stop smiling. And the reason for that is manifold. So last night around supper time, I found out that I was at 500,000 in career sales. That is a mountain of stamps, ink, and paper. And coming out of Little Chatham, that feels pretty darn good. So I'm really happy about that. It just means that a lot of lives have been changed with wonderful products, and that makes me happy. So card kits, I get to keep the the stamp set, and then it came with an ink spot, but I've already given it away to kids. So it came with a little Night of Navy ink pad. It comes with a whole spool of linen thread, and then it came with these brass little copper whatever sequins. And it comes in a cute little box, which we're going to decorate. So that's really nice too. I can repurpose the box and give away my cards, some. And then I already took these apart. So there's all these little guys. There is, I'm just gonna dump it all. There are these things to make the banners and tags. There was a whole sheet of dimensionals. I will never use them all, so I don't have to buy dimensionals very often. It comes with cute envelopes that are lined. And then there are all the different cards, which we will go through. Okay, these are kind of masculine. They don't have to be, but they definitely can be. And that's always nice. People are always saying they need more masculine cards. I see Gerard is watching too. Hi, Gerard. Hi, Karen. So there's blue ones, and there's like, I would say that's Calypso Coral. Anyway, and I also wanted to tell you guys that, you know, when people do live videos, at least when I do live videos, I'm making myself pretty vulnerable because I'm willing to screw up publicly. I have not made a single one of these cards, so I am going at this the same way you would if you got a kit. So I see here that, well, it doesn't matter. I'm going with Night of Navy. I'm thinking maybe there was a different color in here. I'm trying to look, but my eyes aren't as good as they used to be. It could be soft suede. Who knows? I guess I could find out by looking. Your kit includes 5 photopolymer stamps, a clear stamp block, 12 card bases and envelopes, Night of Navy ink spot. Okay, I'm not crazy. It's always a relief to me because there are many times when I think I am. The other thing that made me super happy today is I got a package in the mail, express post, from Nancy Tickner and Melissa Thompson. And they, you know what? I think I'm going to use a Stamparatus. They sent me a whole package of cards for my veterans, and they sent stuff for the kids. So my kids' kits can keep going on the porch. I'm really excited about it. So watch this. I'm going to lay this whole thing on here. So if you don't have a Stamparatus yet, I don't know what the problem is, because you could have gotten it the other day with no shipping and tax, and it didn't happen. Okay, you guys are going to laugh. I've already lost my stamp set. You saw me. I just had it a minute ago. There we go. All right. So this one is going to say 3 Cheers for You. And you know what? I thought it was kind of cool that this is the stamp set I picked today, because I'm celebrating. It's 3 cheers for me today. And for you, because without you, I wouldn't have bought 500,000 in supplies all by myself. Then I'd really have a problem. So there we go. So you saw that I laid the stamp where I wanted it to go. And then look at this. It's going to want to come right up. Our photopolymer stamps are super sticky. So I'm just pushing that back in place. I'm going to put a stamp set underneath of here. And then the ink spot would be better, but I'm using a big ink pad. So I just have to be gentle. Tap, tap. and then fold it over, and here you go. And what I might do, okay, now that's a little bit light, so I'm going to do it again. Thanks, Ruby. I'm glad you enjoy them. I guess people just really like it when other people are just raw and real. Oh yeah, see? So double 2 times, and that's really good. So that's that one. I need a birthday wishes all around. So I'm going to turn it around. Take this off. Grab. Here we go. And it's a beautiful day here today. It's sunny, and I was expecting a whole week of rain. So it's all about expectations, people. When you expect something bad and something good happens, it's wonderful, right? Now, the other day, I got an email from KLM, and I thought, oh, here it is. It's canceled. But no, it said, the subject line said, trip changes. Okay, so that could be anything. So you can see how I really messed up the stamp here, but with the Stamparatus, it's still good. And so I opened the email thinking, okay, here's the news. But all it said was that my trip was changed by 2 hours. Look how nice that is. It's perfect. Okay, so that gave me hope. I thought, okay, maybe things are going to happen after all. All right, now I need this guy. I need a thank you. Oh, I hope I did it right. A long one. I'm going to look and see what else I have here. Oh yeah, straight guy. Hooray, something or other. We're going to do this like this. And you see, I'm not worrying about these guys that fell out. I'm just going to try to get them out of the way. And now, I'm going to lay this on here. Oh, this says hooray for tiny miracles. So I'm going to put this one off to the side because I see in the picture that there's a flower over here. I just figured it would be easier if I did all my stamping at once. Now you can see that might have moved, so I'm just tucking it all back in. I'm doing all my stamping at once, and then we're done with this boring part. I mean, it's not boring, but I just think it's boring for you guys to watch me do this. So that's why I try to keep up a steady stream of banter. So the things that I got punished for as a child are now standing me in good stead. As a child, every report card said, Jackie talks too much. Jackie needs to learn to be quiet. Oh yeah, talk about, man, a life that was shameful. Meanwhile, you know, I was just trying to spread joy. I can be quiet when other people are talking. Okay, so this is funny. You guys are going to laugh at me. So I was looking for the stamp on the box, but that's not a stamp. That's someone's name. So you can personalize the tag, this one, with whoever you're giving it to. So the only one I still need to find is this one here, the thank you something. And so let's find that one. I think it goes, nope. Let's see, not here. I'm trying to see which one it is. Oh yeah, it is that one. Okay. That's my favorite stamp, and I haven't used it yet. All right. Here we go. And what I'm doing here is I'm trying to line up the words with the edge of the tag, okay? Because when there's a really obvious decorative edge, you kind of want it to be straight, okay? And with the Stamparatus, you don't really have an excuse. If you take your time, it will be straight. I always have my Stamparatus on my table. Unless my table is completely cleared off, that is how often I use it. I find that if you leave it out, you will use it. And it's just really nice if you're doing a bunch. Because what I'll do, I'll give you an example. So see how I've stamped this one? I'll take this one out, and then I will put another one in that hole. So I'll take this one out. Just a minute. You can see I'm making a mess. No problem. I'm just going to put this tight into the corner. And then I'm going to lay this one in the space. And then as long as it's straight in there, I'm good to go. And I can stamp it again. And that's just really nice. So I'm not every time, frog in my throat. See, it came right out. That's okay. But this is what your stamp would look like if you didn't use a Stamparatus. And you see how it's just not quite dark enough? And you would say, well, it's okay. But you're not really happy with it, right? The Stamparatus makes you happy with your work. Let's have a look. Yeah, That's really nice. And you can see I've made a mess on my Stamparatus. That's okay. I'll just wipe it off. It did not go on my saves. So now we need to use 3 of those little brown things. So 1, 2, and 3. And I'm trying to see if they did a stamp on there. I don't think they did. There is a decorative stamp, but I think we'll use it maybe on the envelope. So I'll use a block. Does it feel, Rachel's making bread, so it's really cool. Rachel, come here and show it. Put it underneath the camera here. Right under. She's asking if she should knead it more. Anybody have bread making advice?
It's still sticky.
It's sticky.
Well, it's smooth.
Oh, actually, it feels really good. It's elastic. You're probably grossing out. I'm using my inky fingers on the bread. It's going in the oven. It feels really good.
Stop using...
Oh, well, she asked for advice. I have to touch it. Thanks, Dorinda. Yeah, I'm super excited. It does feel pretty good. Yeah, you can. All right, so I am going to, here, just for fun, show you this. I haven't figured out if it's supposed to go on a card yet, but I want to use this stamp. So, take a look. Oh yeah, and look, it's also a distinctive stamp. So you see how it's different shades? It's meant to be that way. I didn't screw up, okay? Just in case you thought I did. All right, it's time to start putting our cards together. So we'll start with, oh, I don't even know why I'm debating about this. We'll start with this one. And we need the thank you. And it's going to go here. And we need a blue flower. And, oh, look how pretty that is. So what I'm going to start with, I don't have my heavy duty tape, which really bothers me, but this snail will do. So I'm covering it with adhesive because I need to use twine. So I'm taking this linen thread. I'm not cutting it. Would the Stamparatus, would it help to not rock the stamp and make marks on the paper? Yes, yes, yes. The Stamparatus is really good for that too. So if you sometimes get ink on your paper because you've either put too much ink on your stamp or you rock, this Stamparatus is great. I just think the Stamparatus is your stamping success guarantor. So I've just made a bit of a lasso around my hand. Okay. And now I'm going to look for some scissors. To change that, I'm going to desperately look for some scissors. Okay, so then if you want, you can see how they're all the same now? I can change it by pulling one of the circles, and then that changes the rest of them up. And now I'm just going to lay this on my banner, like so. And see how I have got a few sticking out? That's so easy to do. All right, now I have to find my dimensionals. Here we go. If you just crack it like that, it's easy to get the first one. And then I just put them right over top of my linen thread so that it holds it. And because this is a thinner paper, I'll do 3. Okay? And yeah, honestly, the Stamparatus is you need a paper trimmer to cut, but otherwise I would say I'd like it even more than the Big Shot, which is saying quite a lot. So I'm going to put that like that. Oh, that's a bit crooked. Oh, well, you know what? We're going to leave it. I don't care. This is going to go underneath. It was supposed to go underneath. So I'm just going to lift that up. Oh, then maybe it won't be crooked anymore. All right, I should put some tape under that. Get ahead of myself. All right. And you could pop the flowers up as well, but look how nice that is. How cute is that? And then all we're going to do is add a few sequins. And I think I'll make one more card with you. I'm not going to do all 4 because I have a life. And I've been spending way too much time. Oh, see, do not pick these off with your fingers because then the glue dot stays behind. You need to use a pokey tool. I'm going to grab one for a minute, okay? I'm really excited to try Rachel's bread. People are learning to bake that don't normally bake. So I've got my pick me up tool, and there we go. It came right off, but now the sticky part is on there. Okay. And we'll put one over here and another one. You should always, when you do these things, always put an odd number. Okay? It's more pleasing to the eye. Now, how's that? Isn't that cute? So there's your first card. And let's do, we'll do this one. So this one requires one of these pieces, and it's going to go down the edge. So I think this kit is $37. So I thought that was pretty reasonable. In fact, I think it's super reasonable. Okay, hooray for tiny miracles. We'll pop this up, and I see that there is one of these flowers, and there's some thread. So we're going to put the linen thread on the back. So lots of adhesive again. We're going to take that linen thread, and since the flowers, well, I'll do all 4 fingers. So I've gone around 3 times, and I've made a lasso. Okay, that's what I call it. Hold the lasso in front of you, pull one of them a bit longer. And that changes all 3. Take the part with the loose ends, shove it down, and then hold them again. Just change it so that they're slightly different. And there, if that one goes around like that, that's okay too. And then you've got a nice organic looking flower bunch. Okay, we need a few dimensionals. Anchor your thread. You know, and 2 will do. Like if you can use 2, use 2. You don't have to use 3. And then they will last a bit longer. Oops, it's giving me grief. All right, let's have a look. And we need this one. Oh, I lost it already. We're going to put dimensionals on that too. Here we go. And these die cuts are not really heavy-duty cardstock, so I'm using 3. If it was heavy-duty cardstock, I would use 2. Okay? But that's up to you. You have to make your card the way you feel comfortable. Some people like gluing the ribbon down all the way. I never, ever do that. I feel like I'm imprisoning the ribbon. I know that's really weird, but that's how I feel. Okay? And then, let's see. Man, I've really zoomed in for you guys. Look at that. How pretty is that? And then we're just going to add some sequins. And we're good to go. Yeah, that's cute. The little sequins just add that certain je ne sais quoi that make it special. Here. And guess what? You guys are not going to see my face today because my hair looks like I put a finger in a socket. You know that picture of the cat that I shared the other day? That's a little bit how I feel. And it's sunny today, which means I can just throw on some sunglasses and I can be that celebrity walking down the street and I don't have to worry about a thing. And I can have my hair all wild and blowing in the wind and it's okay. Okay, you know what? I'm feeling I should do one more card with you guys. This is the next one. And we're going to use birthday wishes all around. And 2 blue flowers. And I'm trying to see how nice it looks when you just throw all your pieces down. So this kit is a lot of fun. Oh yeah, there is some adhesive. You guys are really going to learn the trick for putting twine. I used to hate doing those loopy things. But once I figured out my lasso trick, it really made a difference. So again, around your hand a few times. And if you've got little hands, I have pretty big hands. If you have little hands, then just spread your fingers a little bit when you do it. Okay? There we go. And remember, pull 1 so that they're all a bit different. If you want, you can pull 2. And, oh, I think I made a mess. And a firm grip on one spot, like so. And then just slide over, grab the other side. You could also do a figure 8 if you wanted, like that. But then I'm losing too much, so that doesn't work this time. You want to do it in a way that you're not wasting too much. Okay? And then, see? It's sticking out nicely. We're going to add a few dimensionals. 1, 2, 3. I know I wasted a little bit of tape on the back, but that's okay. I'd rather have that than have it not stick. Someone's at my door, which just really shocks me. You can say hello to whoever it is and tell them they can wait. Let's see. Oh, I'll be right there. You know what? That's my bad. I completely forgot. I'm sorry, Anne. I'm almost done. I know. There's always something, you know. Yeah, no, you're doing a great job, Anne. And yeah, Anne's part of my life. You know, so she's picking up a gift certificate for somebody, which is really sweet. Oh, I've already got some on the back of this. Go figure. You're trying to watch with no sound. Does anyone else have no sound? There should be a little button where you can hit the sound.
So good.
There. There's the card. A couple of sequins. And we're good to go. And I'm sorry. I'll be right there. It's sunny. Yeah, so I still do gift certificates. Yeah, you know what? I always tell the kids, when I get Alzheimer's, nobody will know because nothing will have changed. Okay, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a super day. Be sure to share this video. I will send a free tutorial to someone who shared, okay? I'm glad that you joined me. Have a super day. Bye.